Kiss 98.5 Buffalo welcomes the one and only Hunter Hayes. Hi.
Hey, thanks for the welcome. I like it.
I've been talking about your leather jacket and you didn't wear it today.
Oh,
The
sorry.
one from the Grammys.
Oh, the Grammys.
I loved it.
Oh, the one that I wore during the performance?
Yeah.
Oh, that was actually a denim jacket, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah, it looks leather because it's got the shine thing.
Shiny denim, it's big.
Yeah,
we love
it's a new thing apparently.
How are you?
I'm okay. I'm here.
What are your symptoms? I can make you better. Go ahead. Tell me what's wrong with you.
Yeah, no,
I'm a mom. Go ahead.
I've been struggling with some sore throat issues lately, which is always a real quick trip for me, but it's always like when it comes, it hits hard. Because obviously I need my voice for everything I do, so you're kind of like, and it's a really, really frustrating thing because all you want to do is just go out on stage and sing, and that's the one thing you can't do. So it's hard. It's hard. It's physically hard, and it's kind of emotionally draining. You know what I mean? For sure. But yeah, no, I'm good. All things considered, I can actually talk today.
Yeah, you sound good. You sound good. It's like it's just like the raspy Hunter Hayes. That works.
Yeah, this is like the rough, raspy version.
Our listeners want to know what they can expect from your show tonight.
Well, we're gonna have to cut it a little bit just because, you know, my doctor's very angry with me for just singing it all. But we're gonna do some songs. We're gonna do all the things that people may know off the album. We're gonna do the goal tonight is just to have everybody sing along with us and to have as much fun. So we're taking all the sort of the high energy moments from the show and compacting them into sort of a shorter version. And you know, we're gonna have fun because we came here to have fun, and we're gonna do that.
Hunter Hayes on Kiss 98.5. We were talking about when you did your album. It seems like there wasn't anything you didn't do on the album.
Oh, wow. I don't know. There's a lot of things we didn't try, but we definitely, I did my album the way I do my demos, and that's just a very experimental process. I mean, there's no right or wrong answer in the studio. That's the cool thing. There's no agenda, you know, so you can do whatever you want, and that definitely transpired through the making of the record, and I think that's how it ended up being what it is. You know, I was very lucky to have a label that was nice enough to give me that freedom and to be able to work on the record the way I did with Dan Huff, but getting to play everything. It was a very comfortable environment for me.
As an artist, you have so much depth. Is it frustrating when people say you're so young because you've been doing this for so long?
Yeah, no, it doesn't frustrate me at all. I feel like, you know, the frustrating part was before I got to Nashville, you know, dreaming about it and hoping for it and never knowing, you know, now that I've moved to Nashville and started the whole process, I mean, I feel like everything before that was just training, you know what I mean? And it still is, you know, that's the fun part. It's like I don't feel like I'm learning any less right now. You know, I don't feel like I ever will, you know, get to a point where it's like, all right, I got it now, guys, I got this. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that's ever going to happen, which is a really comfortable feeling.
What's the coolest place to play in Nashville? Because that place just oozes musical history.
Gosh, there's so many cool places. There's, I don't know. I think for me, I've never done this as a songwriter. And it's been my dream, actually, as a songwriter, just to go and play the Bluebird, because I've seen so many just historical, like, write-arounds with you know, people that wrote all the hits that I love and things that I love. And it's been my dream to play there just as a songwriter, you know. I've gotten to get up and be a guest a couple of times, but that's a pretty epic room, you know.
At the Grammy Awards, I have to admit, I did complain on the radio because I didn't feel like you got to play long enough. Like, you started playing Wanted, but I wanted a whole lot more than that. Didn't you want to just keep playing?
I did, absolutely. Yeah. Who wouldn't? Right? You're on the Grammys and you finally get a chance. But I have to say this, though. You cannot complain. Because it was a very last-minute thing that we ended up with that slot and that I got to play. And they were nice enough to say, no, we want you to do your thing. You know, when the opportunity did arise, it was like, no, we want you to sit on your piano and do what you do and do what it is that, you know, that made Wanted, you know, whatever they said. And I can't quote them, I don't remember exactly, but basically, I would have never dreamed that my first appearance on the Grammys would be playing my own song that I wrote, like on my gear, on my piano, singing my song, you know, my chorus. We got to sing the whole chorus uninterrupted, which was a pretty big deal for me.
How do you not you're at the Grammy Awards, how do your hands not shake when you're like, okay, now hands, go to the keys?
Yeah, no, honestly, I think at that point we were, I was doing basically the arrangement of the song that's in the show. You know, when you see the show, Wanted starts off very pared down now. We changed a little bit of it just because it's such a sing-along moment now that we've allowed for more time to be spent instead of rushing it and like putting it to a click track and like every night it's the same. Like, we literally opened the song up entirely but for like a couple of sections, and that allowed it to be a comfortable sing along, which are things that I missed from sort of some of the acoustic shows we did.
So, to your fans, what do you say?
I love you. I thank you. Thank you for being patient with me through all this craziness. It's short term and it will be gone soon. It's actually, I feel so much better today than I did yesterday. But you guys have been awesome. I mean, I cannot thank you enough. I get to do what I love, and I get to come out and sing my own songs with you guys every night. And there's nothing better than that. So thank you.
Are you on Instagram? I haven't seen you on Instagram a lot, are you?
I'm not on Instagram. There were a couple of people who apparently were pretending to be me on Instagram, and there were still a couple, I think, from what I hear on some other things, but whatever. You gotta love that. That's fun.
Yeah. Girl. Oh, go ahead. Finish.
No, but obviously on Twitter and Facebook and all that cool stuff. So yeah.
A girl looks cutest when she's wearing what? Because there's still girls that are going to be dressing for the show.
Honestly, whatever makes her feel like her yourself. I mean, to me, that's really important. Like, everybody's got their own look, and there's not one thing that goes for everybody. And I'm a big fan of just saying this is what I am. You know what I mean? Whatever it is. I don't know. That's such a bad question for me because I clearly don't have any fashion senses whatsoever. I'm a watch guy, so.
Are you? Let me see what you got on. What is that?
This is.
That's sick.
Yeah. Nice. Thank you. It is one of my dream watches. I'm a big watch guy, and I've been dreaming of this watch for
Swiss?
several. It's actually, I think it's French technically.
Is it?
Yeah, I have no idea technically,
So
but
cool. And your sneakers are really cool.
Thank you. These are the I call these the debut album red because there's like this specific red that we go for when we go for red, but they're just, I don't know, they're just fun. I don't know.
I love the Wanted video too.
Thank you.
That was a cool video.
Thank you.
It was cute.
It was fun. It was fun to make. It was a fun video. It was funny because when you see our show, our set is based off of the whole chalk lyrics thing, and that's kind of where that video came from. So it kind of incorporates a lot of the fun things about it.
Who wrote the words on the piano?
Someone with very good handwriting.
Right?
Yeah,
that was
totally.
awesome.
Better handwriting than mine, basically, is what that comes
So
down to.
the final thing I have to say is, because we know all these people, be careful. Don't do what Justin Bieber's done. He's gotten a little bit of trouble. I want to make sure you stay out of trouble. Look out for Taylor Swift, because I could totally see her wanting to date you. And Selena Gomez, we're not sure whether or not we want you to date her yet. But if you do date her, just, maybe not make a Carly Rae Jepsen video with her.
This went from one thing to another very quickly. I don't understand what's going on.
It happens like that, but that's just our Kiss 98.5 advice that we might have, yes?
Okay, well, I'm going to go warm up and try to get this thing to work, and I'm going to go sing and play a show. So let's
All right, Hunter Hayes on Kiss 98.5.